Hi, I'm Rick Harsch. I'm your master class writing instructor. I teach writing, but you can skip this ad in 3 days. Today I'm going to be a little bit more straightforward than I sometimes am. I'm going to tell you why Neil Gaiman is full of shit, as well as all the other instructors of writing. One thing writing doesn't need is instruction. Yeah. Particularly the kind of instruction where people tell you things that are truisms, because they are not. They are falsisms. Falsisms. False-isms. For instance, when Joyce Carol Oates tells you that powerful writing comes from confronting taboos. Is that the only place it comes from? No, and actually some pretty shitty writing comes from confronting taboos. A lot of cliches come from writing about confronting taboos. A lot of great writing comes from people observing the natural world around them. There's a lot of different kinds of great writing and a lot of different kinds of shitty writing. So I can't sit here and tell you anything pretentious. I can't pretend that I know anything, except who's full of shit and who's not. So when Neil Gaiman comes on, and it's their ads you can skip in 4 seconds. That tells you how important they are. So they really try to get in something good in 4 seconds. So Neil Gaiman thinks the best thing he can tell you is that the second draft, writing the second draft, is the art of pretending you knew what you were doing all along. Really, Neil? You know what? Sometimes, oh, I'm not going to go into my Neil Gaiman. Sometimes, when I write, everything comes out perfectly. I don't need another draft. I don't need a second draft. Sometimes, my second draft is a really bad idea. Sometimes, the 9th time I've gone through something, I figure something out. And so you might call it my 10th draft in which I figure it out. Sometimes an editor will go along with me on a book and he'll say, "Oh, wait, what about this?" And I'll say, "Oh, that's because of this." And he'll go, "Oh, okay. Oh, okay." Through the whole book. And then the next book, same editor, same writer, the editor will say, you know, the beginning doesn't work because of this. And I'll look at it and I'll say, "Oh, fuck, man, you're right." And so I'll change it because the editor found a problem that required a solution. Now, was I, in solving that, trying to pretend that I knew what I was doing all along? No, God, no. I was just trying to improve the book. Same book I'm thinking of actually had a problem with the ending. The editor also found something wrong with the ending. And he was right. And I looked at it and I thought, oh, shit. Because what was right about that book was the essence of the novel. What wasn't so important to me was the plot of the novel. What was important, besides the characters, who were very important, was the theme, the language in general, and I suppose the Rick Harschness of it. It was the kind of book that you could read and say, "Yeah, Harsch wrote that." And no matter what an editor did, or what I did, or how many times I did it, it was going to stay a Harsch book. And there was no pretense of trying to trying to make trying, trying to make it look like I knew what I was doing all along. There is no doing and looking like what you're doing. There is what is on the page. Whether it's one draft, 50 drafts, or whatever, there's a page with words on it. And it's either good, or it's bad, or it's in between, or it's great, or it sucks, or you can piss on it and then think, oh, wait, that wasn't so bad. Why did I piss on it? Well, I'll get another copy. Or no, I'll keep the one I pissed on as a lesson so that I don't piss on Moby Dick, you know? Don't never piss on Moby Dick. Okay, I was wrong. There is one truism. Don't piss on Moby Dick. Thank you.